guys looking for a podcast? Well, this ain't no ordinary podcast. This is the Three Bells Podcast with Triple J, Mundo, and Shane O'Mac. Acknowledge me. Coming to you live each and every Monday night for Monday Night Raw, Tuesdays with NXT, and Friday Night SmackDown featuring WWE PPVs, news, and more. So tune in live on stereo and follow the buzzards. And if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you. 1, 2, 3, and... I put them on the rail. Spurs still, I'm ready for the horns.
Yeah. Happy late night and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Triple J. Thank you for joining tonight. Oh, what a night, everybody. Des, Shane, how we feeling?
Dead man walking.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? You know what time it is.
Yeah. What's good, everybody? What's up? Three Bells Podcast, NXT Recap. It's your boy Mundo, a.k.a. Mr. a.k.a. himself. I'm here. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling NXT Tuesdays. What's going on, Shane O'Mac?
Here comes the money.
Here we go.
What's good, everybody? It's your homie Shane O'Mac coming to you live from the East New York section of the Three Bells Podcast table. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Happy Fleet Week, everyone. Memorial Day weekend is just days ahead. The unofficial start of the summer season, my favorite week. But I am always happy and honored to be here at the Three Bells Podcast table with the homies, Triple J and Mr. CEO, the homie Dez. What's good, fellas? Let's hit it.
And as a matter of fact, let's hit it. Fellas, what a night we got tonight. And the way we're going to start this off is the fact that they're busy here talking about Noam Dar being attacked, the talks with Javon and Oro when they fought as well. They also showing Shayna and Lola and Wesley, Oba, Ivar, and Briggs. You know, they all showed them about when they took their shot last week, and that leads us into a first match where we got Thea Hale versus Fallon Henley in a qualifier match for the Women's North American title. And Ridge is joining Chase U at ringside. Dez and then Shane, what were your thoughts on this match and what happened after the match?
Okay. Sounds like it's going to be a repeat of last week. Okay. So, yeah. Let's see. I was pleasantly surprised by the amount of energy that Thea came out with. Girl was on fire. I mean, she was looking really good. Really, really good. And then Fallon, she got into her bag, and but it mainly happened, I guess it looked like during commercial break when she started getting the advantage over Thea. But I mean, that was a pretty smart move that she did, going outside the ring and grabbing that chair. That damn chair, man, that chair has been a character for a while now. So I guess we all know who might have produced this match. Wink, wink. Yeah, and the ref is so goofy. That referee is so goofy. I don't like him. He tosses Chase U and Ridge out because he sees Ridge taking the chair out of the ring. He's taking the chair out of the ring. He's not bringing it into the ring, but taking it out of the ring. So that's so odd. But yeah, they get sent back to the locker room, leaving Thea out there by herself. But then here comes Thea again, on fire, moving quickly with the nice clean arm drags, back-to-back ones. I just like the energy that she came out with, and her move sets were looking nice and clean and good. And then they hit that double headbutt on each other. That was pretty funny and pretty cool. And then Thea with the world's smallest slam, and then that I guess springboard just free fall type thing that she did right after that off the ropes was pretty nice. And then everything just went left. And then we have our winner, Fallon. And I was not expecting that. Honest to God, I was not expecting Fallon to actually get the win tonight. So that's pretty disappointing. Poor Thea. She's taking more losses. And then out of nowhere, Jasmine Nix comes and attacks Thea to make matters even worse for this girl. So you just lost. You lost the opportunity to be a part of the women's North American ladder match. And then now you get your ass beat on top of that. So it's like, oh, poor baby. Shane?
Yeah, I agree with everything that you said, Des. This Thea, she is really, really tough. And it's like each time that she gets in that ring, she just impresses me more and more. And she just gets even more strong. I don't know how, but she managed to do it. And I honestly don't know how she lost this match. It was like, I don't know, it was like almost as if it was time to end the match. And some way, somehow, Fallon wins. I guess it was part of the plan. And then here comes this girl coming over here and attacking her. And it's like, this is just more beatdowns on her emotions, with all the betrayal and stuff that's going on. And then here she loses this match. And then on top of that gets attacked. It's like, oh, poor baby. I just want to give her a big hug. But no, everything's gonna be all right. Just keep that toughness going, you know? And in terms of this this thing with the referee and throwing out Chase U, like, I don't know, to me that was kind of silly. Like, if they would have done it so that when the referee had turned around, one of them, I would say Hollins, was in the position where he had just snatched the chair. Like, let's say if Fallon had the chair and Hollins would have snatched the chair. And at that moment, that's when the referee sees him and it looks like he's about to hit her. And then he throws them all out. That to me makes sense. But like Des said, the fact that he grabbed the chair and took it out the ring, like that's ridiculous. Like, if anything, the ref should be thanking him because he's helping, because the referee would have kicked the chair out of the ring if it was still in there. So basically, Holland just helped out the ref, and the ref says, "You're welcome. Now get the hell out of here." I mean, ugh, just just bad. Just I didn't like that. Just bad, But congratulations to Fallon as she advanced, because this is a quali for the Women's North American Championship, and maybe they have big plans for Thea moving forward. So we'll see, Jay.
True, true. We'll definitely see because this was definitely one of those matches where it had your eyes peeled, and this is for to qualify for the North American title on the women's end. And shit, Jasmine Nix came out there in her onesie and really Pele kicked the shit out of Thea to win the match. I mean, after the match and so forth. And you're like, wow, ain't that about a bitch? Like it's true what you guys are saying. Thea's been getting the short end of things, and what else can they do? Like, bro, I know she's gonna get tired of it, but she got to stay strong and just keep on because eventually she'll get to where she needs to be. Hi, fellas.
Aw, we see Thea has a fan in your room. Is that the dog that's feeling sad for Thea? Hmm,
Yeah,
I hear
yeah, she's
you.
on she's
It'll be all right,
uh,
baby. She'll pull through. It'll be all right.
It's funny because the dog, every time we bring up Thea and like something happening to her, the dog always Always hits it right on cue. That's so funny. So odd. So shout outs to the doggy.
True. Let me play these voice notes before we continue because I don't want to hold these messages back.
Just a quick crazy question. When is Jacob Fatu going to join WWE? Well, I'm just waiting for this Decimal's, that crazy dangerous bastard Decimal werewolf, but it doesn't matter. But he's more than a werewolf. He's just a fucking dangerous machine. Everything else of his size, athletic, everything else is so.
No, we don't know yet. We're still waiting ourselves. Supposedly they ain't bring him out because they feel that he's gonna have a bigger impact than Solo. So maybe they're reshuffling the cards with a guy like Solo. So that's what I gotta say on that one. And let me continue playing these voice notes. It's from our guy. Boom.
So, boom, by the way. So, I find it interesting. Well, after the tag team I saw on Saturday, kind of want to see more of that with Wesley and Javon Evans. They are really good together in the ring. And, well, I did want to talk about that tonight. Well, technically, you guys were sort of there with me because throughout the show, I kept sending you pictures, especially and for the comeback of a certain wrestler, and I got to see it myself. I'm pretty sure she was not on TV tonight. A boom!
Okay.
Yeah, boom. You know where
I got a did you know? Boom, 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 did you know? Boom, 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 did you know? Did you know that the dude that jobbed out to Braun Breaker last night was at the NXT show, but he wasn't wrestling. He was actually hanging out on the side. My friend's like, oh, that's one of the new wrestlers. I didn't know what to say to the dude, so I didn't walk up to him. He was like chilling with these, two girls hanging out. And so I was like, yeah, I'll leave the dude alone. And then next thing you know, he's losing a Braun Breaker the next night. Boom, 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 did you know? Boom, 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 did you know?
Did you know?
Look at the effect you have on people, Daz. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom.
Right? I gotta find that track for that to be next week's Did You Know?
Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, shit. Let me play this message from the one and only, my sister Sylvie.
Hey guys, big shout out to the Three Bells podcast, my bro Triple J, Mr. Mundo, and Shane O'Mac. Oh guys, I just gotta leave a little something here. Thea really reminds me of Alexa Bliss. Back in the day when she first started wrestling, Thea and her got a lot of similarities, but I hope they give her shine and she moves up soon because Thea is somebody to watch. I really enjoy watching her. Thanks, guys.
What's good, Sylvie? What's good, sis? What's good? Welcome.
that was cute. That was cute. I like that. Look at that. You got you coughing and choking at the same time.
I thought it would be cool because I did it last night, but I was like, I should do it tonight, but with the real people and not me. So yeah, shout outs to Sylvie, and I love your knowledge. Love it.
Yes, awesome. Yeah, that's pretty cool that you say Alexa Bliss, because now that you said that, I do see that. I totally see that because they're almost the same size and they got that spunk and that toughness about them. But for me, I would say Thea is a little stronger. That's just me, Jay. But hey, Sylvie. There you go.
Definitely a good comparison. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm definitely gonna have to be, in tune more and definitely like look at a young Alexa and see if I could catch her early on days and see if I see the same, see it. But for sure, I definitely see this, they're short, spunky, and they got a lot of fire to them. So yeah, that's cool.
That reminds me of something. I seen something on social media where people are saying that Liv Morgan has basically just completely stolen Alexa Bliss's character. Are they right?
They saying Alexa Bliss stole who?
I said the fans are saying Liv Morgan stole Alexa Bliss's character, basically.
Oh
So I
shit.
told y'all she's been going for almost 500 days now. Do you agree?
Oh shit. That's crazy. I don't know. That's a hard question. Cause the
Shane?
only way I don't know. That's damn. Go. You got me stumped on that.
Yeah, she's been gone so long. I kind of sort of forgot exactly what
You
her
forgot about
angle
us.
was, because it was like she had this one type of angle before she joined Bray Wyatt. So I can kind of see it, but I just can't confirm it because she's just been gone so long. Yeah, that's a tough one. That's tough, Des. Jay, Jay, Jay.
That's Jay,
Jay.
Jay, Shane, Dez. I'm heel.
Logan
Telling
Paul.
you. No, Logan. Hey, don't be Logan and me. Not
I'm
tonight.
weak.
Come on. Come on. Ugh. Oh God. After all of that, within the first match, we get Tony D and the family, and they're in the back congratulating Axiom and Frazier, and then they started joking, making fun of Axiom because his name's not on the title, and they made fun of another wrestler that said A dot, and probably that guy, and it was like, this guy's not even here. So, you know, and the fact they said they were ducking the OC, and the response from Axiom and Frazier were the same thing we heard last week. They want only NXT challengers. So the family decided to chime in and was like, look, we're NXT fighters, we're wrestlers. What do you say about us? And you see Axiom and Fraser said, okay, fine. We'll give you these title chances tonight. And like, okay, and, you heard Rizzo was like, she better shine them boys up. And that leads us into the tag team title match. Ugh. But prior to that, we got Gallus talking in the back, and they're like, look, the only way you're getting noticed is by making noise. We did it all last week, and there was hope. They were saying, Ivar, enjoy your time in the hospital. And he's talking about when, Kofi talks about when he's about to be number one contender, and Oba will find out what Gallus is all about. And as well, they throw him into the match as in a triple threat with him taking out Ivar last week. And here we go. The title match. Axiom and Frazier versus Stax and Luca. Shane and then Dez. What were your thoughts on this title match?
Okay, Jay, can I ask you this question first before we get into this match, Jay and
Yeah,
Dez?
yeah.
I want let's
Go
talk
ahead.
about this Gallus thing. So you mean to tell me that you and your two goons, you come in and you beat up these three guys that is preparing themselves for a triple threat match? Talking about Wes, Ivar, and Briggs. So you attack these guys to a point where one of them is quote unquote injured, wink, and is unable to compete. So you're telling me, Jay and Des, that because of that, that automatically gives Joe a spot in the triple threat? Not anyone else that could have been more deserving. But it's because of this guy, because he eliminated and injured somebody. which in my world, you would have been punished and fined for that. But no, instead, you get a chance at a North American Championship? Please, somebody explain how that makes sense.
You know what it was? During the day that it happened, or earlier on, I think today or something, there was tweets going out from Wesley and Coffee and Briggs, and they were all, Wes and Briggs were like, look, we want him in the triple threat. We want to get his ass. We want to beat him up. And Coffee was like, look, Ava, make it happen. So this is where we got, the addition of Joe Coffey being in this match.
Well, that was the TV version of what happened, but I'll tell you what really happened, Shane.
Go ahead, spill the beans.
Gallus prepared The Rock for WrestleMania 40. Mic drop.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes. Okay.
That's my Poppy. Poppy.
Okay.
Poppy. That's it.
Nope.
There you go.
Say less. I got you. Say less. Like, you actually said more than what Jay just said. If you would have said what you just said and Jay didn't, I would have said okay. So yeah, thank you guys, especially you, Des, for clearing that up for me.
No problem.
There you go, Jay. Because Jay, you knew about that because it was online. I didn't know about any of that. All I saw was the graphic, and I said, wait a minute, that's not Otis, because I thought he would have been fitting, being his size, and he would have been the compliment. But then it said Joe Coffey. I said, who's Joe Coffey? And then all the pieces came together, and then this match started, and I'm like, wait a minute. But yeah, I'm good. Jay, I'm good. Oh, we're supposed to talk about this match, right?
Yeah. I'm like,
Okay. This is yet another match with no picture-in-picture. Interesting. No picture-in-picture. It was what it was supposed to be. It was fast. It was hard-hitting. And one of these guys, I think it was Stacks, he even told this dude, it was like, slow down. He was like, slow down. Because, he was trying to calm that whole fast shit that, that these guys are doing. But you got to realize that that's their ammo. That's the thing that makes them champions. It's the fact that they're fast and make you dizzy or whatever. But it was a good back and forth, good match. It was, your typical ANF, circus ring. And, at the end, ANF wins. I'm sure Des is going to fill us in more on the details. And then they get a special guest that comes in and says hello to Tony in their own special way. And then we have our winners, our ANF. They get to keep their titles, and then they get a special guest that comes in and says hi and congratulations in their own way. So yeah, all in all, it was a good match. A lot of compliments, a lot of speed, a lot of power, a lot of action, and no picture-in-picture. So, yeah, Des, yeah,
Oh my God. I'm so sorry. Yes. So as far as this match, yeah, it was an odd match because I'm so used to Axiom and Frazier going up against like big guys. So we're usually like speed versus power, but we didn't get that tonight. Yeah, I have a few notes that I took down. I had said, that was a nice kick off the ring apron from Stacks to Frazier, leading him into falling into the announce table. The springboard flip into a reverse DDT was so cool. And then Axiom excuse me. He heard Karan.
Ooh, you okay?
Yeah. I hiccup, and that shit hurt.
Oh.
Yeah.
It sound painful. Like we heard the stomach, the echo in the stomach come out. And that's what I'm like,
yeah,
you're right.
That hurt. But yeah, what was I saying? Axiom had Hurricane Stacks into Luca into a DDT position, and then he basically like threw his body into Luca, causing him to fall and DDT Stacks. I'm like, bro, what is going on? And then that super kick brainbuster by Axiom and Frazier was fucking awesome as well. I was like, I like how their tag team is getting better, and their move sets as a tag team is getting better too. Um, then what was it? Frazier had dropped Stacks into the turnbuckle. I was like, okay, that looked like it could hurt a little bit. And then next thing you know, you got NQCC attacking Tony, and now Stacks is like not even paying attention to the match anymore. He's seeing what's happening, and he gets rolled up, and they lose. And I'm just like, well, goddamn. And then Stacks he don't even give a shit. He runs out the ring and starts getting into the melee that's going on out there. Axiom and Frazier, they're in the ring, just like looking at what the fuck just happened. But hey, we got our belts. And then boom, the OC, the Good Brothers, here they come, beating up the goddamn tag champions and holding up the titles. And I don't know. I think maybe they need to finally let these guys get their tag team championship match, because I'm not gonna lie, I agree. Axiom and Frazier are ducking these dudes, and their excuse is like, "Oh, we don't want to let main roster guys get a chance at a title or whatever like that before NXT guys." So like, that's bullshit. And it's the ongoing joke that I was saying to you last week, Jay, the fact that the OC, they're basically ignoring the fact that they're main roster guys and calling themselves basically one of the boys. And honestly, they've been on NXT a lot more often than they have been on SmackDown these last few months. So, Jay?
Yeah, man. I thought honestly with that match was cool as shit. Just because there was certain moves that Axiom and Frazier were doing, and I was like, wait a minute, what are we calling these moves? There was one move where Axiom held Stacks in like a tarantula type move, and Frazier ran around real fast and kicked son. Then later on during the match, Axiom was chopping both of them, and he made, next thing he made them both DDT one another, which was crazy. Then the brainbuster kick, double team shit, that shit was crazy. The only good thing like by Luca this week was his code breaker, you know, and the fact that we seen better from both of these two, and it just looked like it was better offense with speed. It came through. And like what I also noticed with Axiom and Frazier, they're a tag team that they're tagging each other in and out every 15 to 30 seconds. It's literally quick. It's like hit tag, hit tag. You're like, what the fuck? These guys are moving like bananas, jumping jelly beans. So, congrats to them on the win. And good shit by the NQCC getting their revenge and beating up, the family. This is to be continued, and look at that. We get the good bros to come out and wreak havoc, and they beat up Axiom and Frazier. Oh, and then hit them with the Magic Killer. That was a good one. And like you said, Des, they've been trying to overlook these guys, but they've been there now the past month and a half. So they gotta really stop playing with them boys and let the OGs get a shot. And I think
Was
just
it
because,
even? Is it? I think it's even longer. I mean, I remember them during the Dusty Cup.
but that was the Dusty Cup. That was last year.
The Dusty Cup that the Wolf Dogs won. Remember they
Oh
stepped to
yes,
them.
yes, yes. Oh
Like
yes, 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 yes.
they've been
Okay, so
here
that's
for
about
mad months.
shit. That's crazy. But for them, now I bet you Axiom and Frazier's gonna be like, you know what, battlegrounds it is. Gotta eventually give them the title shot that they asking for. So let's see what happens after that. Would you guys want to see that title match? And would you be okay if the OC actually wins? Shane and Dez?
You know what? No, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind at all. And I don't blame OC or the brothers to be there at NXT. I mean, they're getting more work and they shining brighter there than at SmackDown and Raw. Yeah, keep your
Mhm.
asses right down there and have the opportunity to get that title shot. Yeah, go for it, baby.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't mind. I would like to see it. But I have a feeling that they'll win. Honestly, I really think that it's been being held off because it's going to be a change of title from Axiom and Frazier to the OC. So
That would be wild.
yeah, I mean, but I feel it. That's how I really feel that that's what's going to happen.
And I agree with you. I feel like that may happen, but at the same time, maybe it's something to help these young guys have more motivation down the line. Let's see. Let's see if Ava be like, you know what, title shot it is at Battleground. More than likely, she'll probably announce that next week. Well, I wouldn't be too surprised. But after all of this, we get Mr. Stone talking with some chick in the back. They didn't even put her name up on the screen, and he was looked like he was trying to recruit her. And here comes Lexus King, and he was like, "Look, stop your shit, more or less. Like I'm virtually undefeated." And then here comes Ava, and he was like, "Yo, Ava, get your man." And she was like, "Ugh, you're annoying," and let him know that he has a match, and find that out when you get to the ring. So Stone was trying to get the match, and she was like, not you. You can find somebody." So here we go. We got Obafemi coming down to ringside, and also we get Chase U. Riley is mad and upset, and you know they're more or less saying you got to see the good in people, and he's just tired of guys are just tired of the judging and all of that. And this leads us, after all of that, into our triple threat match for the number one contender, in which we have Dez's favorite guy, the greatest North American champion of all time, Mr. Wesley, against Shane's new favorite, Joe Coffey, and JBL's son, Mr. Briggs. Dez and then Shane. What were your thoughts on this match itself?
Yo, that song is freaking fire, man. Wesley song is fire. Um, yeah, I really enjoyed this match. It was a very competitive match. Everybody got a good piece of the match to show off what they do. It's been so long since I've seen Joe in the ring. Man, I forgot how good he was. And then Briggs too. Again, Briggs was in the same category as Dijak when we first started watching NXT, or well, when we started watching it as a trio, and we were just like, bruh, who are you and what are you trying to do? But he's coming into his own as a really good competitor in the ring. Yeah, oh shit. I'm gonna just run down the notes real quick. I said it was a nice splash by Wesley when he jumped over the ropes, cleared the ropes, and hit his man, and then he basically he landed on his feet. I'm like, wow, okay. And then Briggs with that big boot on the outside that it looked like Joe's teeth came out of his mouth as Wesley did a back bend to get out of the way, and I was like, wow, okay, that was vicious right there. And then that nasty clothesline of Wesley by Briggs when he threw him off the ropes and then it just clotheslined him while they were outside the ring still. And then when they came back from commercial, West hit that torpedo splash on a Briggs on the outside. I'm like, damn, like it looks like he's like getting, like he's in a cannon. And right before he goes out the ring, he just blasts off. And I'm like, wow, the impact. And then the choke slam to West by Briggs onto the turnbuckles. I'm like, ouch, back problems, ouch. Even the choke slam that he hit Joe Coffey with, I'm like, okay, a little mistimed, but that was nice. And then he choke slammed West onto Joe. I'm like, oh, come on. Stop picking on the little guy and using him all match as a weapon. That's not nice, not fair. But then Joe, he threw me off. This dude, he pulls a bet. What I guess a Chad Gable or something. I don't even know who to even name it after, but him just jumping from one rope to the next rope to the next rope and then doing a whole cross body. I'm like, you are big as hell. You should not be able to do that. Like, what the hell? But that was so nice to see. And then we had that weird ending. I don't even want to say that. I thought that Shawn was going with the whole same situation that we saw happen with Undertaker, Kane, and Stone Cold when Kane and Undertaker both pinned Stone Cold to win the match. But it was like, I love West, but I'm like, bro was on his legs. In any other situation, any other match, you laying on somebody's legs, is that really considered a pin? Like, I was confused by that. Real quick before we continue, just on that one, fellas, is that not confusing? Like, is that a win in any other match? If it was a one-on-one match, somebody laying on someone's legs, would the referee account for pin?
No, that's ridiculous. That's just utter ridiculous. If anything, if you laying on someone's leg, you're helping the person to do the actual pin. But it doesn't mean that you win also. It just means that your stupid ass just helped your opponent win. So I mean, why not make it so that both had each shoulder down? You understand what I'm saying? Like have all three of them like side by side so that it would look like a legit pin from both dudes' dads. Because pinning the legs, that's not a
Right.
win pin.
Or they could have just did what Undertaker and Kane did, which was they both laid back. They were back to back, but they were both covering Stone Cold. They both grabbed the leg, and
Right.
it was a 1, 2, 3. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. That shit that we saw tonight, I was just like, what?
You know what this means? You know what this means? That move gets. Because it makes no sense to pin someone's legs for a 3 count. Is that how we're going to start winning matches now, Jay and Dez? Never mind the shoulders. Let's just lay on their legs and make sure that the back of their knees is flat on the floor. Make sure that their feet are at least 3 inches apart, and then you could go for the pin. They can sit up like the Undertaker, and you still get to win. What kind of shit is that? What's going on here, Dez? What is this new rules that they're about to put on us?
I have
First,
no
you're talking
idea.
about pinning somebody with the legs, and then earlier, you have a whole faction that's disqualified because they helped the referee take a piece of item out of the ring. What is going on here today? What is this? What is this? I don't get it, dude. But I will say the one thing that was good, well, besides everything that you said, Des, because I agree, it was an awesome match. We got the best out of these 3 guys. And in my opinion, definitely the best out of Josh Briggs. I mean, he was absolutely incredible in this match. He definitely showed some power, and he did what any big guy would do that's fighting against another big guy that has a smaller guy in the match also. You grab his little ass and you throw him like a chair. I would have done the same thing because this is grown man fighting here. Your little ass is here in the middle. Get over here. Let me borrow you for a second. And I will throw you to Joe too. And he did it over and over and over again. and it helped, but it didn't help enough because we got this weird win. But at least we got a picture in picture. So
yeah, right.
here it is.
Do you think that he should have got the win because of the fact this is his second time being in a number one contenders match? Well, matter of fact, no, nope. Nope, I forgot. I'm thinking of the actual Stand and Deliver. So,
Dez,
like,
Dez,
is it over for him?
over for who? For Briggs?
Briggs.
More than likely. More than likely. But are you fine with this triple threat again?
when
That's what
when she mentioned it, I was just like, oh, here we go again. I'm like, we just seen a triple threat match the last time that you guys were on pay-per-view, but I guess it is what it is. I guess they couldn't say no to The Rock, and they can't deny Wesley his return. So it is what it is.
And that's all right, because you know what? Big OF, he's going to do what he's going to do. He's going to do what he's continued to do, which is why he will continue to be our North American champion, Jay. You watch and see, man.
Max. Do you think this is gonna be the future of a guy like Obafemi, where if he makes it to the main roster, he's gonna be featured in a lot of triple threat and fatal four-way matches, just because he can handle this at this moment? Shane?
I can see that. I mean, I like triple threat and four ways because you have more competitors. Even though you, as a competitor, you're sharing the ring, like you're only getting like 25% of it if it's like a four-way, and a third of it if it's a three-way, as opposed to just like a one-on-one. But to me, these three ways and these four ways, this is more entertaining. There's more. You have to be more powerful in order to fight off not one but two, maybe three other guys. So you have to give your all and then some, Jay, in order
Right.
to be, the winner. Because look at the stakes here. It's a title match. And you have this guy here, Mr. Femi, which is he's a powerhouse himself, probably the most powerful out of all of these guys. Briggs, Lee, Coffee, Dijak, Gacy. All of these guys that he fought, he has reigned supreme against all of them. So it's just two new guys that we get to see in this triple threat. And well, no, excuse me. Yeah, it's two new. Yeah, Joe and Wes. Yeah, these are two new guys that we haven't seen since the last time. So I guess it makes sense that Briggs is gone and Ivar, I guess, is gone till he comes back. But yeah, Jay, Des and I, we was talking about how weird that double pin was because this dude pinned with the legs.
Oh, I wasn't even looking at that. I was looking at Coffee Pin. I wasn't looking at Wesley the whole time, and when there was so much
Really?
confusion, I'm dead ass. I was just looking at Coffee because I saw Coffee go for the pin first. I didn't look at Wes, so I was confused just as well as the crowd was. So when they said it was a double pin, I said, "Oh shit!" Now I look at Wesley and I'm like, "Oh my god,
But
this
like I said, like I asked
is
Shane, I'll ask you. In
right."
any other match, if it was a one-on-one match and Wesley was covering somebody's leg, would the referee count the pin?
No, no.
Exactly. So how? And like I keep saying respectfully because I love Wes. How the hell is he a winner if if you're telling me that in any other match that would not count as a pin?
Oh, that shit's weird. I'm thinking he was supposed to probably get the hand in, but hey, if they counting the leg as it now, well, fuck it.
I
Damn you,
mean,
ref.
was it a late cue on Wes's part? Like, was Wes supposed to be like higher? I mean, did he miss his cue, or did the
That's
referee
what
count too fast, or
that's
because
what I'm thinking.
that's weird. It's real weird, Des. I don't know. But you gave them the wonk
I'm
wonk
looking back at
because
it.
yeah, this is the second wonk wonk of the night for them, Jay. Because how do you pin someone with their legs? That's just you know, it's just weird. It's just weird, man. But we have our
Yeah.
triples.
For sure. Oh, oh my God. So after all of that, we get Natty and Carmen talking in the back. And, they're getting interviewed and they're like, look, it's my first main event. And Natty has the most matches. And Shayna costed Natty at Underground. And Natty was like, look, you have impressed me a lot. And we are a well oiled winning machine. And that's what she said. And then we also get Idris and Malik talking in the back with Brees. And I mean with Reese. And, you know, he's like, I'm cooked. First there was the mirror, then the black cat, then the rabbit's foot. And Brinley asks them if they want to come out, and they're like, no. And she continuously tells them, like, look, you guys gotta have confidence and, you know, stop stop it already. You know, just enjoy the match. So that leads us into the ladies match, and we get Brendan Reese versus Jada Parker, Shane, and then Dez. What were your thoughts on this one?
Can we do a favor? Can we play this message because this one has been burning in my eyes for quite some time now. So is it okay if I play this message before we answer that question, Jay? Jay,
Hit it, hit it, hit it.
hitting it.
Wait a minute. Are we at that part of the show already? Because you called Jay's name like 5 times. So I guess we're at that part of the show. So wake up, Jay!
Yeah. Yeah, y'all gotta hurry up and get that sound bite. I like that one. The
Which one?
wake up Jay.
Oh, you like
I'm
it
on it.
now?
I like it. I like it.
Yeah,
It's
he likes
cool.
it.
Oh,
It's
wow.
cool.
Okay.
It's
Mm-hmm.
cool. Yeah,
You
for times when I'm at.
you might get two. You might get two come Friday.
Oh damn, damn.
Might get two different ones. Careful what you ask for. But let me ask you this
The
question,
main
Jay.
event.
Fucking dragging off.
And it's still funny when he mentioned it again yesterday. That when he said it yesterday, I just laughed so hard.
Well, I didn't hear it before until we got onto the show, so that was a legit. Like, oh, he did it again. Oh my
He
god!
did it again. Like that might be his thing now.
Right,
So
the
it's
He's
the
gonna say it
main.
every. He's gonna say that shit every week.
Mm-hmm. Just that. Everything else normal, but just that he'll say it that way. But yeah, here's my question, Jay and Des. Talking about Brinley Reese. Is it me or does she remind you of Thea Hale? She
Yes.
has like that symbol. They have like that real similar. I don't know. It's almost as if she's copying Thea. I don't know, or maybe Thea's copying her. It just seemed
No,
like so
she's copying. She's
alike.
copying. She's very much copying Thea. But
Okay,
the thing is with me, I would want to see them two as a tag team. I ain't gonna lie to you. They're both if they're both the same way, might as well mix them in and see if it works.
but what? How would they? What about their chemistry? yes, they're alike, but will they have chemistry together like how Chelsea and Grace has chemistry?
I would think if like I would think of it this way. If we're comparing them like to men, they could be like Axiom and Frazier. Instead of being speedy, they could be technical because
Hmm.
they're very technical in the ring. That Kimura lock that Thea Hale has is dangerous, and she catches you at any time with that shit. She could counter basic moves like the way we were seeing Io Sky counter shit. She's
Mm-hmm.
Thea's probably the best counter female on NXT, and I ain't gonna lie to you.
Okay. Hmm.
Yeah,
Interesting. Maybe that would maybe that'd be a possibility. Hopefully. Yeah. But yeah, you asked the question as to our thoughts and opinions about this women's North American Champion quali match, huh? Reese versus Miss Parker. Mm-hmm. Miss Parker, Miss Parker, Miss Parker. Yes. Mhm. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right, get it together, Shane. Let's keep it together. First and foremost, before this match started, oh god, you know, I yeah, we were reminded that hip hop superstar Sexy Red is in fact coming to NXT next week. Yeah, but yeah, we have a match here with Reese and Miss Parker. It was an okay match, a good match. Usually with Miss Parker, for some reason, I'm always distracted. So, you know, but it's always good to see them. It was good to see Reese in a more serious, situation where she's like fighting as opposed to doing her Thea hair imitations in the back. But yeah, Miss Parker winning with her hip check move. So that's how you knock them out, huh? That's how you get your wins. I don't believe that's a finisher. Maybe you should try it on me. See if you can get a 3 count on me with that move. Mm-hmm. Des.
Miss Parker, Miss Parker. Actually, yeah, I actually don't have anything written down for this match. So I agree with what Shane said. My favorite moment of the match was the back that ass up and down in the corner. And uh, Reese, she looked pretty good in the match. And she looked kind of serious for once. But the bad luck charm came out and her momentum left. And shout outs to Miss Parker for getting that W.
facts. That was a pretty good win for Miss Parker, and she moves on. That's great to see.
By
What's
the way,
going on,
Jay,
Shane?
can I just say
Speaking
this
of,
one little thing? My thoughts and opinions on what I just said with Sexy Red is my opinion and my opinion only. It has nothing to do with the Three Bells podcast and or its management. All right. Thought I'd just put that disclaimer out there for you, Des and Jay.
Very
Yeah,
wild.
welcome. Very welcome.
Oh shit. So after this match that we had got, we get hmm, we get Jasmine and Fallon Henley talking in the back, and more or less, Fallon's letting her know, like, look, I got my eyes set on this North American Championship and such, and Jasmine tells her, like, look, good win, but I waited till you won so I can go and attack Thea because of basically the broken nose that she gave to JC Jane. Mm. And after that, we get the ringing bells again, and we see someone coming out of the bed. Here we go. Can't wait till she come back. Hurry up. And then we
Hold
get
on.
Ava. What happened?
You can't wait till she comes back. The fuck or what?
Oh, girl, that came out the bed. You know, Wendy Chu.
Who?
And
Wendy Chu. She came out the bed. We didn't see her face, but we saw the slippers and all of that coming on. She got out the
yeah,
bed
All
but
I saw was
finally.
her ass. What saw her ass? That's all I saw.
we
Her
We
had
didn't
this
see her face,
ass.
discussion already.
but we know.
She
I'm saying
her
that
her
was
her
it.
gimmick
It
is
happened.
her
It,
gimmick is trash. It is trash. I seen it for myself in person. I was there. That shit is garbage. It makes no fucking sense whatsoever. What the fuck we want her back for? To do that dumb shit, skipping to the ring with a pillow? Like, really?
so
You
you
have to
wasn't impressed
admit,
when you saw
Jay.
her. She could wrestle though, bro. Stop hating on her. Man, really, you haven't even given her a chance based off the fact that you probably saw her wrestle like 2-3 years ago.
And
Come
she's doing the
on.
same shit. And where
So
has she been?
what? So
And where
what?
has
She was
she
hurt. She was
for 3
hurt.
years? She was hurt for 3 years?
No. She's been out the past year and a half, maybe two.
Wow.
Her injury was bad. That's why.
She
Obviously,
probably
look
fucking
at
slipped on a fucking pillow or some bullshit.
Okay,
oh
so
man,
bad that she's just now waking up.
right. She's just finally getting out of bed. Like
Trash.
trash to you because you've never seen her really wrestle. But when you get to see her now, she's gonna shut you up.
I doubt
Well,
it.
Jay, her wrestling skills does not equate this gimmick
Right.
that they're pushing on us. We're not questioning or doubting her wrestling skills. It's
I've
this
seen
pillow
the get
people thing that she's doing, getting
Right.
out of bed
that shit is
and putting on.
dope, bro. She said that shit
It's
is dope.
dope.
Yes,
Yo.
you gotta
What?
see you've had to have watched NXT to see what she was doing then when she had matches on there. You
Again,
can't
you're mixing her matches with this character.
the
If
character. I'm
I'm watching
saying
this for the first time, Jay, where's the connection? If I'm looking at this and I'm not kidding here, like I'm being serious. I'm looking at this for the first time. How am I supposed to equate good matches with her getting out of bed and putting her shoes on
Slippers.
and her slippers on with this yawning and snoring noises that indicates to us that she's sleeping? Week by week, we hear her snoring and snoring. Chick, when the hell are you going to wake up and introduce yourself? You're just going to keep on sleeping. We're going to be like, oh, it's that snoring chick, which is a turnoff, by the way, ladies. But yeah,
It's
she's a
dope.
snore. Yeah, Miss Snorer. Like, what's that thing where people fall asleep a lot?
Sleeping.
Nepotism or something like.
He said no, no.
The,
Oh shit.
but you know what I'm
You just
talking about. Like,
um.
it's a word where people like just fall asleep and like sleep all the time. Like you'd be sitting there having a conversation with them, and you blink your eyes and they're like knocked out, sleep, snoring. I'm like, really? Like
Knock,
I
knock,
bore you?
narcolep,
Knock
narcolepsy.
Yeah, there you go. See, I was close. It was N. Started with a letter N. Okay, fine, fine. There you go. There you go. But also, she gets it too. Damn it, I don't care because it
Yo,
from me looking in for the first time, it just don't make sense. Now, if she's good in the ring, awesome, great. So what she's gonna do at the end of that match, Des? Is she gonna grab that pillow and go to sleep in the middle of the ring? Is she really gonna do that? Is she really gonna go in the back, go back to bed until
she
her next
did.
match?
She did. She really did. That's
I'm
how
dead.
bad it. That's how bad it was that you don't even remember it, and you were sitting right there watching it. But
I'm
before
I'm
before
dead.
anything, we got to hit a commercial break, and we'll be right back after these
That's
messages.
not
Shane,
gunshots. That's
it sounded like it. I was about to
no.
say
That's a.
what. We'll be back.
We'll be back.
You guys looking for a podcast? Well, this ain't no ordinary podcast. This is the Three Bells Podcast with Triple J, Mundo, and Shane O'Mac. Acknowledge me. Coming to you live each and every Monday night for Monday Night Raw, Tuesdays with NXT, and Friday Night SmackDown featuring WWE PPVs, news, and more. So tune in live on stereo and follow the buzzards. And if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you.
Ooh, somebody being rude and throwing snowballs at us.
Oh man, doing our commercial.
Just when I was gonna play the message, I'll rather not. Back to you, Jay.
Mm. Mm. Should I play it? I guess so.
Skibbity toilet, skibbity negro. Okay, just think about that for a second. Skibbity toilet, skibbity negro, skibbity negro. Now, what does this mean? If you analyze properly the ins and outs of the biological cellular structure of the skibbity negro, you will discover that it's actually made out of hexagons. What are hexagons? Hexagons resemble hope and love and desire and joy. Skibbity Negro is far superior to Skibbity Toilet because of that one reason. And if you disagree with me, I'm going to kill you physically.
What? What
I
was
said I
that?
wasn't gonna
mean,
play it. I,
Skippity doo dah, skippity yay. My oh my, what a wonderful day. Ah,
welcome to the Three Bells
um,
podcast, everyone, where we talk about wrestling, particularly tonight,
and here we
NXT.
go again, getting
And
more
you're doing
snowballs thrown at
snowballs.
us. But
Who's ever throwing snowballs? Thank you. Thank
yeah,
you
it was
for
yes.
that message that we shouldn't have played because of the fact that we got snowballs thrown at us beforehand.
and we played your
Mm.
message, answer your question, and you throw snowballs anyway. Thank you, sir. Uh, okay, we got that out the way. Jay,
Yes,
there you go.
yes. And after the ringing bells, we get Ava. You know, she was looked like she was just got off the phone and said she would talk to Nick and Adam. And she was saying that Roxy will find out her next opponent for Battleground next week. Fellas, if she's talking to Nick and Adam, do you think this is going to be a triple threat in which both GMs pluck one lady off their roster to fight Lyra? I mean, to fight Roxy, Dez, and then Shane?
It has to be because I don't see the point in her having to talk to both GMs if it's one person. Like, so it has to be a triple threat, which would be the second one for the pay per view. But anyway, I would say Chelsea from SmackDown and maybe I don't know. Yeah, so far I have Chelsea from SmackDown.
Hmm.
Yeah, you know more than me, Des, but yeah, I totally agree. It's gonna be one from SmackDown and from Raw. But whoever they are, I hope they're good. I hope they give like a dynamite performance. I don't know who's gonna win because we don't know who they picked yet, but hopefully they will all complement each other. Hopefully they will give a good old fashioned wrestling match.
Facts.
And hopefully it'll just be one of those. See, the women are once again turning it all the way up. And I love saying that. I really do. I really love sitting here and giving props to the women because they are really turning up like never before. Even during the Attitude Era, Jay, because we all knew that it was more about selling your sexuality than selling your strength. Because according to them, their strength was their sexuality. But now
Correct.
today, these women are strong. I mean, they are really, really strong. More so inner with their tenacity and they willing to perform and to go all out by all means necessary. And then they give us these awesome, awesome matches that we just can't forget about. And we want more and more. I just gave
Let
flowers
me
to Thea tonight.
right.
This is an
Let me let
example.
me let me ask you this then. Since you're
Hmm.
on the talk of that, And now that you're getting more familiar with NXT, and you know that they got the deepest women's roster out of all three, do you like what the future, is going to become off of this next generation?
This next generation of women, absolutely. And it's like, I like this theme where each generation they step it up more and more, because
Hmm.
it's like the previous generation is saying, okay, can you top that? Can you beat that? And the next generation is saying, yes, we can. And I love it.
Hmm.
I absolutely love it, man. And it's just giving us as wrestling fans just more reason to love this. Like, they're helping, like how The Rock said, wrestling is cool again. It's not just because of The Rock or Roman. Look at all of these awesome, awesome women that's on here. For all the women out there to join in and to look and say, yo, you seen these chicks out here? Yo, they really doing their thing. And they're not showing their ass and showing their titties and stuff like that. Like, they're actually out there kicking ass. Literally.
Hell,
How could you
hell yeah.
not like that? How could you not like that? As a man, as a woman, as a fan of wrestling, how could you not like that? I love it.
True.
I love it.
Same here. Same here. I agree with you, Shane.
Mm-hmm. Perfect example, Miss Parker. Mhm. She can kick ass and she's sexy. Lola with that dance. She's sexy, but she will kick your ass and look like $1 Million Baby and kick your ass again.
Bro, yeah, I agree with that.
Versatility. Yeah, man. I mean, come on. All of these girls are absolutely sexy. Like, I don't know any woman in the NXT that is like unattractive. Like a woman that you'll say, like they all gorgeous in their own right.
And they
I
and
mean,
they got their own skill set in the ring.
mm-hmm,
They
mm-hmm,
all different. Like
mm-hmm.
H HBK knew how to package every single female on the roster. It might
Right.
take some time. It might take time, but eventually it'll work out with the females that he's doing it to. And
Mm-hmm.
because like we can see like with Thea and Brinley Reese, what I would compare them to, HBK probably got them like they're Spike Dudleys, short, hyper, and quick all
mm-hmm.
around the ring, and just want to
Mm-hmm.
stomp, 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 stomp. That's it. So I could see how HBK is probably incorporating that into these females. Like when he had Kiana James, he had it with the bag. You know, we could probably look at some other wrestlers that probably came with certain shit. I would think this copies AEW's Orange Cassidy with him bringing out a book bag,
Right. Right.
shit like that. So, I would look at it also with both sides of the spectrum. They both copy each other, but in opposite ways. And it's cool. I don't knock the other company because they got cool people, but overall, thank you to these females, and thank you to AEW for actually presenting us with a couple of females that's on our NXT roster. Can't be mad at that. So we take that with a grain of salt and appreciate the fact that they got the TV time there. And talking about AEW, here goes my guy. What the boom with some messages.
What the hell was that? Oh, man. There's always one in every show, huh? Boom! You already know who that opponent is because that someone challenged Roxy. It's hilarious. She challenges Roxy only for Roxy to come out to have a triple threat match. So it's funny, but we all know who this person may be. Hopefully, Cora Jade will be returning next week. A boom!
Ooh, the guys haven't really seen Cora J. Good one, Boom.
I just told you guys. She's probably coming back next week.
We heard you, my friend. Trust me. When I seen the picture you sent me the other day, I was like, what? Are you serious? They bringing her back? Shit. She was hurt, so she's recovered from her, from her injury. And once again, thank you for that one, Mr. Boom. And after all of that, we get a nice matchup here where Lexus King is coming out talking his trash, and he's like, "Look, I'm on a hot streak, and whoever comes out is gonna be a list of those that fall to the king." And here comes Robert Stone, and he's like, "What, him again?" And Stone presents us Mr. Dante Chen. I could have sworn Dante Chen was one of the jobbers that Braun Breaker actually beat up along the way.
He totally was. He was that jobber from February. I think he was the second guy. Because I said the
Oh
same thing. I said,
shit!
why does dude look familiar? And I
Oh,
typed their names, and it showed that match on SmackDown back in February 23rd, I think, 23rd or 22nd. Yeah, that's him.
mm.
That's him, Jay.
And even the response that Booker T gave prior to the match, he was like, "This is gonna be a quick one. He's a jobber." Like, damn, you already took shots on Son before the match even started. Oh,
I mean, he's. I mean, the people knew him because he's from NXT Level Up, which is the same.
right,
Isn't that the same spot that Evans came from?
right. But the thing with Dante Chen, he's similar to Wendy Chu. He was out since 2011, 2021. He was, he was his father had passed, so he took that time off, in mourning, and is now getting his feet wet again. So it's a good thing to see him back in the ring. It's been a minute, but damn, you could have gotten your feet wet better than by doing it against Braun. But hey, you got it tonight. So Shane, and then Dez, talk to me about this matchup.
Yeah, I was like that was the main thing that was in my head was, yeah, this kid he got fought in his ass handed to him by Breaker not too long ago in February. But yeah, all in all, it was a it was definitely a slap fest because at the end, when Mr. Chen he finally gets his win, he got his win, breaking Mr. King's win fest. And I remember looking at him, and I guess because of the complexion, his skin complexion, his little cleavage or whatever you want to call it was like tomato red with all the slaps, I guess, and the bumps. But congratulations, dude, on your win. It's only going to get more tough at this point. Thus the name Level Up. Right, Dez?
Level up.
Dez?
Ha ha ha. You funny. What? I'm in the middle of talking. Are you gonna talk over me, Shane?
No, there's a delay. I'm really noticing that there's like this delay.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Cause like when I like in the last few days that I've been listening to the show, like I'll be in the middle of a sentence and then I'll cut off, like I'll mute it. But when you hear the playback, it's like I'm cutting myself off while I'm still talking. So I've noticed that as well.
Oh, okay, so I guess the rule of thumb is, once you're done with a sentence, give yourself like an extra second or extra beat before we mute. That way we get
Yeah,
the full thought to come out. Okay.
yeah.
Okay, fix that stereo, fix that dudes because this is, not cool, man. Fix it, goddammit.
I think we
I'm
might
sorry,
need a
Dez.
new. I think we might need a contract with someone else elsewhere You know, everybody else in WWE is moving to new networks and stuff like that. 2025.
Say that a little louder so Stereo can hear, and they say, "Oh yeah."
Hey, 2025. You know, Three Bells podcast. I think we're free agents in 2025.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
So, probably free agents on the 25th of this month. What is that? A Saturday? Oh God. Oh boy.
But yeah, this match with Dante Chen. First off, Vic, he was confusing me because of what Booker said, and Vic was just trying to say the difference between the chin on your face and then his last name. And I heard the same thing. I don't know. Was it a different? Was he saying it differently, Jay and Shane?
No, there's only, how do you say it? It's chin, right? Not chin, but it's
Booker was
chin.
saying Booker
See,
was
there you
saying
go.
chin. Booker was saying chin.
You're saying
But
chin.
I'm hearing the same exact thing. You like it's chin and chen. That's what it is. Like the slight the and the e. That's the difference.
Well, CHIN is chin, and then
Right.
CHEN is shin.
No.
It's
See.
not chin.
No.
It's supposed to
No.
be shin. Yes.
No. Not shin. Like you're like the like by your foot. It's chen. Like chat n is the name, and chin n is the part of your body. But when I'm hearing it, I can say it differently. But when I hear other people say it, it sounds exactly the same.
Chin. I thought it was shin.
No, not
Dante
chin.
Shin.
No, chin with a ch.
Right. Shin. Like church. like like chicken.
Yo, this
Chicken.
nigga
He said
said
chicken.
church.
like
Turkey.
chick. Like
Chicken.
look at that chick over there. Or I want 4 pieces of chicken fried rice. Yeah, it's
Yo,
just
Shane. You know
Yeah.
damn well you don't say that shit like that. Chicken. Church.
no, yeah. Sunday I just came from church. You don't say it
No,
like that?
you're saying it like shush.
Shoes,
Yo,
please.
Shane, you're a wild man.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
funny.
but yeah. All in all, it was a one-sided match for the most part. Lexus was doing what he does. But this Dante dude's a big dude, man. He's a big dude. And once he got rolling, I'm like, okay, I can see the potential. Okay, I see NXT. What is it? Level Up. They're giving us some good talent here. I mean, Javon is one of them. TNT has potential. They need to go back down. They need to level back down and just get more ring time down there before they come and level up again. And Dante, man, I can see him being a good competitor, man. It's a big dude, man. And yeah, shout outs to him getting the W. Shout outs to Mr. Stone for distracting Lexus. And shout out to Stone for having an eye for talent. Like Ava said, you got your what she said? Oh, you picked out a superstar or you made a superstar tonight, something like that. But yeah, all in all, congratulations. That's all I gotta say.
True.
Chen, Chen.
I'll just call him DC for
Shin.
short. Yeah,
Shin. Yeah.
DC had a good
DC.
fight tonight. Yeah,
That's a good name.
yeah. So we won't mess it up. I'll just call him DC from now on. DC Comics. He definitely has the look of like a samurai action hero, and good outing by him. And like you said, good distraction by Stone tonight to help the kid win. And I actually, I liked what Vic, what this guy said at the end. He was like he made a king a jester. That was a cool one. And shout out to DC yet again with a dub. Lexus King. I know you're gonna be very upset next week. Don't come talking your trash next week, or acting like you've been on a win streak now. Your win streak is over. You took your L. So regroup, my guy. And on that note, Des, it's time for my favorite time of the night. You know what that is? Hey,
Hey.
what?
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
man. I like it.
Mm,
Oh yeah, man.
what?
Ah.
Come
Hey,
on.
Hey, hey,
oh,
hey, hey.
shake
Kick
it.
back. Gotta kiss
Dun,
myself.
dun, dun, boom. Mr. Dante Chen, aka DC. He is known to us as Sean Tan Lee Howe. Born January 20th, 1996. He is WWE's first Singaporean and Southeast Asian wrestler. Also, the reason, like I said earlier, he was written off TV for a couple of years was due to the fact after his father had passed away. Also, he served in the Singapore Armed Forces and came to the United States at the age of 25. The wrestler that he looks up to is his boss, HBK. And the dream match that he's looking forward to having one day in his life. This will put a smile on your face. He would love to fight The Miz in his dream match. And there you have it. And there you have it. Hey,
Ah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Bullet.
Oh yeah, man.
Hit
I like it.
it!
Ah.
Hey.
Hey. Oh yeah, man. I like it. I like it. Keep it going.
Ah.
Second verse. Come on now.
Shake
Ooh.
it.
I like it. I like it. Oh yeah, man. What was that?
What? What's that?
What the hell
Champagne
was
y'all
that?
popping? You
What
popping
the
bottles
hell?
over there?
What? What the
Okay,
hell?
okay. What was that?
Right.
That
What?
is going on.
I'm assuming, Shane, that did not come from you. And obviously it didn't come from me. Jay, what
No,
the hell are you doing over there,
that
Jay? Yep,
I,
Jay
yep,
is
I
yep,
popping
just
bottles.
yep, yep,
Nah,
yep, yep.
I did that shit that we used to do when we were like 3, 4 years old, and just put your index finger in your mouth and go. I did one of those.
You was doing that at 3 years old?
I don't
Wow.
remember doing it at 3, but oh right. You were a very talented kid at 3 years
Very
old.
talented.
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay. You get pixie dust for that. Yeah, there you go. But
But yeah,
thanks for sharing those titties. Those are some good titties tonight, man. That's good to know. And yes, Des, you know what? I'm gonna speak it. I'm gonna put it out there. I see that happening. I could see DC going against the Miz in the future.
Really?
That would be an interesting match.
mm,
But if
You
if we have a more developed DC, because what I saw so far was okay. He has potentials. He has the potential of being better. And considering who he is, where he's from, I think later on down the line, when he reaches that moment, absolutely, Jay. Absolutely, Des. I can see that happening.
mm,
well, I think it's more so about the Miz, not him. I think it's more so about how much longer the Miz would want to continue to be a WWE superstar wrestler. You know, he's in his 40s now. And Dante seems like he still has a long ways to go. So, hmm. But if Miz continues and he gets better faster, and somehow the Miz is not in a tag team anymore, I can see it because Dante does have something there. He's like I keep saying, he's a big dude. It's not. I don't want this to come off wrong. It's not often that you see someone of Asian descent that big, meaning height wise and girth wise. Like he's a big dude. That's why I keep saying that because it's rare. And like I said, once he got his momentum going, you could see that he has something there. And if it's nurtured properly, he could be a star in the WWE.
All
Des,
right.
why did as soon as you said that, Des, I'm reminded of the big guy that used to fight Bruce Lee. Remember that Diesel guy that fought Bruce Lee in that movie? Was it the Chinese Connection? It's a real big guy. I mean, he's huge. Probably
The guy
the
with
biggest.
the guy with all the
I,
muscles.
I was about to say this
Mm-hmm.
is more of a question for
Yes,
Jay.
yes.
Mm-hmm. Is that the movie, the French Connection with
I'm not sure the
Chuck
movie, but
Chuck Norris and what's the basketball Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Remember the basketball player? He was he was doing karate too. Yeah, fighting Bruce Lee. Yeah, yeah,
The Way of
Des.
the Dragon.
That sounds familiar. Yeah, but that
It's a
dude.
it's an epic
Oof.
fight scene between Bruce Lee and Chuck Norris.
Mm-hmm. That's a bad motherfucker. So was that guy. I wish I knew his name, but he always played like that tough guy because he was so like he's probably the biggest that I've seen. And just like this guy that we're talking about tonight, DC, he's one of the biggest I've seen. Because I remember we saw him from Breaker. I was like, okay, hmm, this is this is a big sized dude. And you're right, Des. You don't see that a lot. I mean, it's out there, but not like in wrestling or out there in the forefront for everyone to see. So sorry to be long-winded, Jay, but it was just interesting that as soon as Des said that, that just popped in my head.
that's, you know who he also probably would look like? General Mura. If I'm not mistaken, is that his name?
Who's he from?
Oh no, he's from that thing called Ip Man, IP Man, whatever that shit is called.
Oh, right, IP man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What was his name?
General General Mura kind of resembles him a little bit as well.
Okay,
You know,
okay.
because I'm looking at it, but the only thing is the general has just a little mustache, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm hitting the right person on here, but Ryoto Mura. Yeah, okay. Making sure I'm not
Cool.
wrong. He's an honorable warlord in the Japanese army. Mm, okay. Okay, let me get back to the show. We're here before we sit here and start talking kung fu. The legend continues. Huh. But after that match, we get Shayna and Lola talking in the back, and they're like, "Look, you beat Natty at Underground. I beat Carmen 1-on-1." And Shayna's like, "Look, you could leave your dancing back here." And Lola was like, "Look, I'm Latina and I like to have fun, so you know I'm gonna shake it regardless." So yeah, and we get the announcement, like Shane said earlier, about Sexy Red, and we get a Trick Willie promo segment.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the NXT champion,
You better say that shit, Mike Rohn. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, yo, I appreciate that, but I got to get serious. Let's get straight to business. 2 weeks ago, Noam Dar cussed me out here for a supernova session, and he drops me from behind. I took that on the chin. Last week, Noam Dar comes out here, and he gets dropped backstage. Now, we all know that if anyone knows how that feels, Trick Williams knows how that feels, and I wouldn't wish that on nobody. So let me say this one time and make it crystal clear so everyone understands what I'm trying to say. Noam Dar, I did not attack you. If Trick Williams going to attack you, never. It won't happen. If Trick Williams going to attack you, Noam Dar, you would have been unconscious. If Trick Williams going to attack you, you wouldn't have been holding your leg. You would have had the size 15 Jordan logo tattooed right across the middle of your forehead. I don't attack from behind.
Trick. What you need to do is stop playing. You might have all these crusty, dusty musties tricked, but you ain't tricking us, because we know it was you. It might have been Javon, or maybe it was the both of you that attacked Noam.
Trick, cut it off. If it wasn't Javon and it was you, you're probably still salty because my guy Noam knocked the daylight out of you.
That's right.
My guy, grow up, be a man. Admit it. Admit that you're a low life and you don't deserve, hey, don't want me. You don't deserve to be NXT champion.
Stay with your chest.
Wait a minute. Jakara, Aura, please cut it out. Trick did not attack Noam.
What?
He didn't.
What?
Girl.
He did not.
What makes you think Trick didn't do it?
Humble minds want to know. Lash, let's hear about it.
Look, I didn't even say it like that. Trick has actually been through this.
Lash. Are you shaking this man's dreads?
What?
Whose side are you on?
Oro, I suggest you shut your mouth before I come out there and I'll smack them tap dance loafers right off your ass.
Hey, they show the loafers. He got the Jermaine Dupri loafers on.
He looked like Jermaine Dupri.
Yeah.
Now we have Joe.
You're probably wondering why. Probably thinking, why is the guy who's just earned the opportunity for a shot at the North American title, why am I out here talking to the NXT champ? Well, son, you're about to find out why. Booker, Wolfgang, Mark Coffey. Balance like a pack of hyenas attacking Trick Williams. And Javon, Evans, Jordan Williams. Young OG throwing hands in the numbers game. Too much.
Concerning himself with business that don't concern him, Vic.
I just looked up Jakara, Aura, all smiles on the outside. As Evans just taken care of. But there's Trick, NXT champion, not gonna lay down.
Numbers game, Vic. Numbers game.
Not even the NXT universe can rally and help and save the NXT champion.
Locker room on notice. Locker room on notice, Vic. Wow.
Just taking Trick out.
Gallus has come back to NXT and has had a gigantic seismic shift to the landscape on Tuesday nights.
told y'all. I told you, mother effers. I told y'all last night, last week. I said it. I said, why wouldn't they be the ones to attack Noam last week when they done beat everybody else up and left them hanging or laying? Man, oh man. Man, oh man. Wow. Jay?
That was crazy. That was crazy. And it was like, when Trick was like, look, I ain't jump you. Like, bro, we kind of already knew that earlier on in the show when Gallus already said that they did it. So you didn't have to come and repeat yourself, but
Oh,
you
but
probably
no,
didn't.
Acknowledge me.
What? What am I acknowledging?
Acknowledge me.
Why?
Because I said it. And then you guys were like, oh, right. You know what? And if I was Lawan, you would be all like,
He
oh
wants
my
his
gosh.
flowers.
Oh my gosh. How'd you know? You keep
Don't do that. That's not fair. Don't do that. Don't do that. If you want flowers, just say that you want flowers. Just say, "See, I told you so." And
No,
people say,
because when it
"Wow,
comes
you
to
was
me,
absolutely
no,
right."
because when it comes to me, nothing's ever organic. I have to mention it and then come off like a jerk just for y'all to say something. But if it was anybody else, you guys would be like, oh my gosh, what else can you possibly call and tell us? Like, seriously, like, you guys treat me so wrong.
That's not true. That is
So,
not true. And what is wrong with you saying, in case we forget that you mentioned something that we're talking about? What's wrong with you saying, "See, I told you so," and then we'll say, "Wow, you're right. You did tell us so, man. You was right. You was on the money." But no, you're like, "You see, this is what I told you." But no, instead, you want to give other people props. You want to say, "Oh, goddess, and you're the prophet, and this and that forth." And just like, just say that just remind us, especially me. I'm
I
speaking for
reminded you
myself, not
last
for
night.
Jay, because I'm an old man. I can't remember what I have for breakfast. So, sometimes you got to remind me, oh, okay. You
All
said
right.
that. You profited that. Okay, cool. That's what's up. But it's
Mm-hmm.
it's it's when you say you go on this whole diaphragm, whatever you want to call it, and then putting hate on somebody else and like, oh, we do this and we do that and don't do it for you.
You don't. Because you can remember whenever my tag team partner says something and you're like, oh my gosh, he just said something. Now it's gonna happen. But then I tell y'all something and it seems like it gets lost in the sauce and old men and people can't remember breakfast and shit. And then I bring it up and like, oh well, you didn't have to tell us that. And yes, you would never ever give me props like that, Shane. If I just said, see, I told you, you'd be like, and then all this other stuff that you do. Same thing with Jay. Jay be like, oh, I deal
Ay, coño,
See,
coño.
exactly.
That's what you want to hear. That's what you want to hear.
I can predict your reactions to everything because I mean we've been doing this for what 70 some odd shows. I already know. Come on now.
So if you already know, after 70 something shows, why do you still cry about it?
I'm not. I'm not crying. I'm just spitting facts. But you want to spin it and make it seem like I'm crying about it. I'm just
You
spitting
are.
facts, making sure that people understand that these characters that y'all portray, like the victim, you're not. You guys are not the victims. No. God.
No, you're crying saying that you're the victim. No, it's too late to play those gongs.
No.
You
I
passed
never
that.
said. I never
You
said I was a
passed that.
victim. I never said I was a
We're
victim.
not the
I'm just
victim
saying.
either.
I, y'all portray that y'all act like y'all are the victims. I am not the victim. I'm just saying that y'all don't show me no love. But you go ahead and show everybody else love. But when it comes to me, it's like, because y'all still ain't
Oh,
say
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Speaking of love,
Oh,
Des. Speaking of love, Des, if you look in our listeners section, it is probably a good time for you to show love.
Don't you distract me because y'all still ain't saying nothing. No, you didn't say. Well, damn, you're right. You're right. All you did was correct me on how I
Okay,
should.
you're right.
Dude,
Okay, you're right.
I
Coño.
literally gave you
Coño.
flowers. I gave you flowers before we went
And
through
then
this whole thing.
You hear Jay with that. Oh, God damn.
It's
All right.
midnight.
I
We're
went
officially
just
into
like
Wednesday.
this. I went just like that and gave you flowers.
I
It
don't
was
know
a
what's
long.
happening right now. Jay's screaming in my ears, and Shane, you're talking to, so I don't know what the hell just was said. So,
DJ Young and if he ain't playing, I ain't staying.
what up, Pops? What's good?
I remember I
Yeah.
gave Des his flowers. I went just like this and gave him his flowers. They said, "Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Congratulations. You spoke on it and it happened. That's what's up."
Yes,
It's so. I
sir.
mean, what is that bad? Like, it's like I said. Sometimes you'll say something and I forget, so you'll remind us, and we say congratulations. Yeah, you're right. Good call. Good show. We've said that before, haven't we? At least I would
Mhm.
think so. Because Jay has done it. I've done it. We've all like predicted stuff and got our flowers and our congratulations for it. And of course we're gonna do it for, Lawan too. There's been plenty of times where he was wrong and we gave him his wonk wonks. And it was just that one time that I probably was a little overzealous on congratulating him on predicting something right. But other than that, dude, we got nothing but love for you. You know that. Come on now. But anyway, Jay, yeah, man, this is still your show. This is still NXT. this is
Yep.
not this is not One Like to Live or Ryan's Hope or any of those soap operas. It's not Real Housewives of Brooklyn.
Yes, sir. Prior to the main event, we get Stone talking with DC in the back, and he was like, "You looked real great. I love what I saw tonight out there in the ring." And here comes Ava, and she said she loves it as well, and she agrees. And then she thanks Stone for, finding him and bringing him to the match. And Ava tells DC, "I might have found myself a superstar." Ah, so we can be getting more of DC. Let's see what Ava and HBK has in store for the young fella. And that leads us into the main event where we got Carmen Petrovich and Natty versus Lola Rice and Shayna Baszler. Dez and then Shane. What were your thoughts on this match and what happened after?
Dez, Dez,
Yeah.
Dez.
Yeah. What? Yeah. This was a good match. It's something that's been coming for weeks now. We've seen them individually main eventing NXT, and it was a solid match between the four women. I don't have notes on it because when I was watching this match, we started our show that we're on now, so I don't have notes on it. But I definitely did enjoy the match overall, and the ending of the match. I I didn't see that coming. I honestly thought it was going to be the other way around. I thought it was going to be Shayna turning her back on Lola, only because of the fact that she's already in a tag team on the main roster with Eva Gina. So I didn't see that, coming the other way around. But Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lola twerking. Jesus Christ. They definitely were not PG at the end of the show for that. My Lord have mercy. That's I believe if you listen to the playback, I came into a conversation and I was just like, oh my God, like I was watching that and just like, wow. And then to see Shayna come back with the Cara Huda clutch, and like this just turns into all out brawl, and then Ava coming out and just like, look, y'all want this? Say less. Battleground. I'm like, ah, shit, that's gonna be a good one. And then next thing you know, Shayna snatches the mic and she's like, nah, underground. I'm just like, oh, that'll be crazy to see these two, basically two MMA fighters going at it 1-on-1 in their type of style match, the match that Shayna and what's this chick, Ronda Rousey, never really got. They had to do it in the wrestling ring, but now that we're gonna get it, this is gonna be something to look for. I'm looking very much forward to that because I did not see all this happening. So it'd be exciting to see that. Shane.
Yeah, following for what Des was saying about this match, once again, I was very impressed with Natty. Maybe, and again, I was impressed with her being here at NXT as part of this, what they call the Canadian connection. I don't know. Maybe you should chill down here for a while, Natty, because you're giving us like some of your best performances, your best wrestling matches right here in NXT. So the saying goes, man, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If something is like rolling, man, you better ride it. Like enjoy the ride, man, until the wheels fall off. Might as well. You're getting air time. You're getting good time in the matches and in the nice size matches. So why not? You got yourself an awesome tag teamer that is complimenting you and you complimenting her. This is awesome right now. Awesome. So keep it going. And yeah, in terms of Shayna and Lola, because Lola, I don't know if you guys peeped it, but Lola, she did her little dance thing before it was countered into a what do you call it, a figure four, whatever that move is that Natty did. And it was like, see, that was that shit that Shayna said to don't do. And look what happened. It almost cost you the match at that moment, but it changed the momentum at that moment. So thinking about that towards the end, when Shayna was approaching Lola when she was down, I honestly thought that she was going to help her up and like clothesline her or snuff her. But then when the tables had turned, I was like, well, where's this coming from? Like, why would Lola hit Shayna like that? You understand what I'm saying? I understand Shayna because Shayna would blame Lola for them losing because of her so-called, showboating and stuff like that, which like, changed the momentum. But yeah, this is going to be very interesting to see them two go at it in the underground. Mm, that's gonna be nice, man. It's gonna be nice, Jay. I can't wait to see this. And we're gonna see this
Facts.
when? When is the date of this? This is in June,
I'm get
yes?
it's no, it's what? What's the name of the PLE again?
It's
Uh,
in Vegas, right? That
Battleground
battlegrounds.
NXT Battleground June 9th, Sunday
Okay,
June 9th
Sunday.
from the yes from the UFC
Hmm,
Apex. Awesome,
interesting. You're
awesome. So they
telling
could
me
be
we're having
basically
we're having a Sunday show?
yeah.
Hmm.
Yes, I get to work twice in 2 out of 3 days. Woohoo! Yes, I love it. I love the Sunday PLEs. You already know how I feel about that shit. So yeah, but you know, with this with this match, it was all right. Like you guys said, Natty's been improving, doing more, and keep it up. Because when they hit that Hart Foundation clothesline at the end, I was like, what? They hit the heart attack? Are you kidding me? No way. I was like, shit. I ain't mad at them for that. And the fact that, Lola was twerking, shaking her butt, it looked like the camera also wanted us to angle right on them cheeks. And we saw that. So, we see Shayna behind her, and she hits Shayna. And then Shayna locks her in with the Karakuda clutch, and they continuously fight. That they fighting all the way damn near leaving the arena. So Ava said it's clear that they both wanted to fight and that they gave us the battleground shit. I mean, they didn't give us battleground, but it was Shayna that changed it to the battleground. My thing is with this might actually turn out to be just like a
Jay,
UFC fight. Yeah.
Shayna did not turn it. That's the name of the pay per view. She turned it into NXT Underground.
Underground match, yeah. An underground match.
You said battleground. I'm just
Oh,
trying to help
okay.
you out.
My
Yeah.
bad. My bad. But yeah, I think this was cool that we're gonna get that type of a match coming up for that PLE, and it's gonna really have that UFC fight feel because both of them have that type of fighting skills. So kudos to them on that.
We have
And
breaking news. We have breaking news. Jay,
what
we have breaking news. We have
what talk?
But no, the breaking news is not me laughing. What's the breaking news? We have breaking news and we have
This is what
mutes.
the fuck I'm talking about. I'm trying to help your show out, and you respond to me in that way. Fuck it. Nope. Go ahead with what you was.
Jay,
I
Jay.
was being nice by going on mute so you could say it. I wasn't even saying it in a mean way. Oh my god. Come on, tell us, spill the beans. We want to know.
I don't
Well,
think Shane would have responded in that way if it didn't come off the way it did. It came off the way it did.
Well,
But anyway,
sorry if it came out in a way that sounded different.
Excuse me, Shayna, what just happened between you and Lola Vice?
What just happened is I just came alive out there. See, Lola thinks she entered NXT Underground one day and became a badass. But that's where I came up. And she's about to learn a lesson in the only way you can learn. And I can't wait.
shoot. Ooh-wee.
Ooh-wee.
I love Lola, but I wouldn't want to be her going against a very, very angry Shayna. I mean, this is the type of anger I don't think we have ever seen Shayna in before. Oof. Keep that
I'm
anger,
wondering.
girl. And Lola, honestly, girl, we love you, but it's time to go $1 million baby mode. So that means enough of the dancing, put the dancing on hold, the good times on hold, braid that hair again, put them clothes on, those fighting clothes on, and get ready to fight. Because Shayna
Facts.
is not for the playing. And Lola, you can also get there also because you had already displayed that not too long ago. We need to go back there to that, Lola. But now you got to step it up even more because you're going against the very girl that trained you. So she already knows what you're about because she helped you to become you. $1 million baby, turn it to a $2 million, $3 million. Because Shayna is coming with the brass knuckles, Jay.
Shane,
Ooh-wee.
the last time we seen something like this with Shayna, it was the last time we saw Ronda Rousey,
Oh,
and
shit.
she fucked her up. she she won that match, and it was ugly. I mean, they both came out looking bad. They looked like they were in a UFC ring. So This might get a little scary.
Oh shit!
Scary, but I think they will both be ready. They will
Yes,
both be ready. Yeah.
and so will we. And so will we. Can't wait. Now, fellas, on that note, that's the end of our NXT show.
Or is it?
Message.
Message?
We have
And a good one,
messages.
too.
Welcome,
I have more
everybody,
breaking
to
news.
Stereo
Okay.
Radio. We are live right now on Stereo Radio with the Three Bells podcast. It's the NXT recap. Guys, what do you guys think are the plans for SummerSlam, for Survivor Series, and Royal Rumble, and of course WrestleMania? You guys, those are the events you want to build up. That's the VHS in my local video shop that I rented to watch a great moment. Make another moment, WWE. You've been great at it, but honestly, lately, I'm not impressed. You guys have to step up your game, unlike the Three Bells podcast, because they're always fucking awesome. Who's Stereo Radio? I'm Greg Dudas.
What's good, Greg? What's good?
Shout out to Greg Dudas. Thank you so much for that. But Jay, did he say VHS?
Yes, I miss those days.
Ooh-wee. Mm-hmm. The VHS cassette tapes. And you get charged if you be kind and rewind. If you didn't rewind or rewound, you get a unrewound fee. The nerve.
Oh shit! Yeah, man.
D'Angelo family, thank you so much for joining me right now. Let's talk about what happened tonight. Luca, Stax, you had an NXT tag title opportunity. Unfortunately, no quarter. Catch Crew disrupted that. Do you have anything to say about it?
Listen, this is back-to-back weeks that the No Quarter Catch Crew has gotten involved in the D'Angelo family business.
That's right. We do the job, they don't pay up. Now I get why they call you the No Quarter Catch Crew, because you ain't going to get a quarterback from those cheapskates.
We ain't getting a quarterback, but you know what they're not getting back? This Heritage Cup.
Yes, I didn't have the opportunity to talk to you guys last week. Tony D'Angelo, congratulations. You are the new NXT Heritage Cup champion.
Look, they tried to get involved last week too, but what happened? Bada bing, bada boom. We won. We went to go celebrate at the Bing, and things got a little crazy. We drank a little wine, had some good pasta fagioli and all that good stuff. I didn't see you there though. You had the invite. Where were you?
I worked the next day.
Okay, all right.
Online buying our new D'Angelo.
Oh, look at that right there. Look at this. Look at this.
Give this one to Sarah right now.
Straight out. There it is.
Very own.
That looks pretty good.
All right. Hey, you guys want to go back to the Bing, maybe?
Hey, we're bringing you in.
Are you coming? You got work
Absolutely.
tomorrow?
No, I'll call off.
All right, let's go. Let's get out of here. Come on. Here. I'll take this from you. All right.
Yeah, these D'Angelo family people are funny as hell.
What do we say, LG? What do we always say?
Excuse me, Gallows and Anderson, you just beat up the NXT Tag Team Champions. Why would you just...
Of course, Sarah, we are NXT. We came here to cleanse NXT of all these main roster nerds, and that's exactly what we've done. Nathan, Axiom, you boys better lace up tight, right, Machine Gun? Because we're coming.
We get it. You're bumbling your words as you walk up and talk to two living, breathing rock stars.
Legends.
We're about to get in a big, huge truck, and we're going home, and then we're going to Las Vegas, and we're going to take the NXT Tag Team Championships. Are you coming?
God, I love when you talk like that. Let's go.
Insane.
So wait, so Jay and Des, did they just give us heads up that there's an actual tag team match for Battleground? Like, are they like in a tag team match? When he said see you in Vegas?
That's what it
Or am I
sounds
hearing
like.
that wrong?
It sounds that way.
Yeah, yeah. This sounds like yeah. Maybe we get more clarity next week. I mean, that's if I want to be here next week. Oh God. I mean, because it's such a good card, but I don't want to sit through that, but
What?
yeah, I know what. And
What?
it's such a good card too. It's a real good card until and I shared it on the chat as to who's gonna show up, and they even reminded us
Oh.
twice tonight, not once,
Oh
but
yeah.
they mentioned it twice tonight that that they're gonna show up. What are they gonna do? I have no idea.
Nothing.
And they even they sent out a tweet. I don't know word per word, but uh she mentioned she mentioned an RKO, as in, do I have to RKO somebody?
Hilarious.
Jakara is gonna kick her ass if anything.
I don't know. Ugh. I'll leave it. I'll leave it in you guys' his hands. I'll leave it to you guys.
That's a fact. Ugh. But on that note, ladies and gentlemen, that's NXT for this Tuesday night / Wednesday morning. Fellas, as we always do before we end our show, what was your favorite match and or moment of the night? Shane, Dez is gonna go first, then I go, and then Shane will go last since Friday night is his show.
I just thought about last Tuesday. This is not the closing. We are just doing match and moment of the night, Jay. Copy?
Why are you see? Why do you always bother me, bro?
Because I just want to make sure that that's something that's understood this week. Because last week it seemed like it was not understood.
That
You were
was so
waiting to hear
hilarious.
this. That's the end of the show for you, right? Apparently.
Come on, you need to let this shit happen. Jesus Christ.
I'm not gonna let that happen again 2 weeks in a row. No way. I'm protecting
Oh,
you. I'm
Jimmy
protecting
crack
you.
corn. Jimmy cracks corn.
Oh God, that was so funny. He's like, you were like, wait a minute.
What are we eating for?
What are we
I think
eating?
that is the funniest line ever. Shane is like, wait, hold up a
Like,
second. What are we eating for?
what are you eating? Because he made a noise, and I'm like, okay,
He said,
maybe he's.
this is what he did. He went like this. He said,
Mm-hmm.
eat. And I'm like, wait, hold up. Shane's like, wait, hold on a second. What's
Like, what are we eating?
because I listened to that like about 10 times because I had to, I had to cut it down for our social media stuff. So I was just like,
Mm-hmm.
and every time I listened to it, I was cracking up like, yo, this is hilarious. This is hilarious. But we're not gonna do that tonight. Not tonight. But I'll say off rip, my match of the night tonight was the triple threat #1 contender match for the men's North American Championship. Besides that ending, it could have been better. Like I said to Shane, and Shane said to me, we would have been okay with them doing the Kane and Undertaker double count ending versus what we got tonight. And my moment of the night. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm thinking back to the show. Matter of fact, freak it. My moment of the night was what's this Lola Vice twerking while Shayna was laid out on the floor. That's my moment of the night. and match of the night.
Good one, good one. With my match of the night, I'm gonna go with the tag team title match with Axiom and Frazier versus Stax and Luca. My reason is because I felt like this was one of the matches where Axiom and Frazier actually was like spot on the entire match. They was too clean and they showed us what speed can do and how it can defeat you. Kudos to the tag champs. I see why now they put the belts on them. Congrats to them. And my moment of the night was when Lola Vice turned on Shayna and hit her to start the little melee that they had to end tonight's show. There you go, fellas. That was my match and moment of the night.
Nice, nice, nice. I actually have two matches. I had one until the end of the night, and then it came two. Originally, I had Thea Hale versus Fallon Henley. I was very impressed, and I really enjoyed that match. I like seeing Thea Hale more and more in the ring, and I would like to see her. I want to see her fight Fallon again. Oh, I want to see that again. The second match, of course, was the main event, the Shayna Lola and Natty and Petrovic. Awesome, awesome match. And once again, Natty definitely made me a believer. She definitely made me a believer. This is the best string of matches that I've personally seen from her. So with that, I'm giving you, Natty, the match of the night. My moment of the night, kind of evil, is when Gallows folded Trick and Evans in half. I mean, they really gave it to them. I was like, wow. And for some reason, I was reminded of The Shield. I don't know if you guys thought the same thing, but Gallows, they just came in like The Shield and just cleaned the house and just folded these guys in half like Sunday newspapers. So those are my matches, and that's my moment of the night. Jay?
Shane.
Jay? Oh,
Shane.
Shane? Shane?
Yes.
Dez?
Shane. Oh, come on,
Yes?
Shane. Now you messing up the ending. What
And you
comes
messing up
after?
too, calling me Shayna.
I did not call you Shayna. Who
Yes,
said
you did.
Shayna? I said Shane.
You said Shane and you said Shayna. That's why Jay is
No,
laughing, coughing.
not even. I never said Shayna. I said Shane.
Shayna?
No, Shane. Don't try to cover up your mess up by coming at me. Press the
It's not
goddamn button you're
covering
supposed to
my
press.
mess.
God damn it, Shane. Ah.
Oh, so now now I'm messing up. A perfect lead-in for this right here.
No,
Desert J.
wait. Matter of fact, no.
Yep.
Because you
See, I was
did
just
it
about
on you did it on Friday too when you was introducing the end of the show when you muted yourself. That shit was funny too. Yo, and you tried to play it off like nobody heard that shit. Like, bro, why are you repeating yourself?
It would have worked if it wasn't for your meddling opinions. Your damn Scooby-Doo mind. Your damn Scooby-Doo thoughts. Would have gotten away with it. God damn it.
You got it, Shane. You got it.
I got it, Jay. Hit it.
And that's the bell, folks. You've been listening to the Three Bells Podcast with your hosts, Triple J, Mundo, and Shane O'Mac. Bringing the thunder from the ring straight to your speakers. But a conversation doesn't end here. Keep the conversation going in the comments. And follow us us on our socials to get the latest scoop on WWE events and behind-the-scenes action. Until next time, stay loud, stay proud, and above all, stay tuned for more hot takes, news, in the world of wrestling. Expect the unexpected. See you on the next show, the Three Bells Podcast.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is tonight's NXT recap, hosted by your guy, Triple J. Fellas, I thank you guys tonight for chiming in and talking your talk tonight. As always, I'm going to thank y'all from the bottom of my heart because you guys, are loving the show. And I'm loving it that y'all loving it. Shout out to our listeners tonight that are hanging in there. Black Casper, Pops, early on, my sister, Mr. Greg, and everybody else who I didn't mention tonight. But salute and God bless to everybody. Fellas, have a good one.
All right, so I guess I'll go next. So yeah, it's your boy Mundo, aka Mr. AKA himself, the CEO, as Shane loves to call me. Just a shout out to everybody that contributed tonight. Pops, thank you for showing up. Black Casper, thank you for showing up and listening. Hopefully, next show you show up to, we get a message from you or something like that. We'd love to hear from you, but thank you for stopping by. Shout outs to Sylvie, shout outs to Boom. Shout out to everyone that came in tonight, listened, made some type of attempt to contribute to the show. Even if you were throwing snowballs at us, thank you very much for stopping by. To my guys, Triple J, Shane O'Mac, thank y'all. As always, it was fun. And yeah, we'll see you guys on Friday night for SmackDown recap. But don't forget, right there above my little talking circle, you have the Three Bells Podcast YouTube channel. We also have an Instagram and TikTok under the same name, the Three Bells Podcast. So make sure you check that out, like it, subscribe, and share it with other people. With that being said, it's your boy Mundo, a.k.a. Mr. AKA himself, and I will see you on Friday. We have the continuation of the King of the Ring and the Queen of the Ring tournament, the semifinals, so we can see who will be in our finals for this Saturday's pay-per-view. It is now on you, Shane. I'm out of here.
Here comes the money.
Here we go.
What a show we had. Always a good time hanging out with the fellas, Triple J and Mr. CEO, a.k.a. Mr. Mundo, a.k.a. Dez. Yeah, it's Tuesday. It's NXT. It's Wednesday. It's not NXT. But that's all right, though, because we're going to be right back here live on Friday starting at 10:15. Every Friday at 10:15. And we're here every Tuesday at 10:20. And then we join Des Mundo for Raw every single Monday at 11:15. This is Shane O'Mac coming to you live from the East New York section of the Three Bells Podcast. We saw somebody tonight from the leveling up and doing good. We here hope that all of you are leveling up as well and doing good and getting good. Once again, this is your homie saying good fight, good night.
There's only one of me. Look it up, I'm written down in history. Take a look, you'll see I'm an anomaly. I'm not like most girls. So take a seat.
Yeet.
And as always, no yeet.